Guten Morgen, my Doctor Who fans. What are you doing? And guess what? Guess what? It's kind of like I got a twofer. Because, well, the thing was really, I don't talk about it a lot, but I was in a hell of a lot of ankle pain yesterday. But I probably could have made it in. But I got a phone call, unbeknownst to me, because I don't understand how people live on their phones. They're either constantly talking on them, or they are literally got their faces planted into these things. And it's like, I'm talking, sure, I'll watch a video every now and then on the phone, like, especially, if it's like break time, I want to catch up on news or, I want to see what's going on in the world. But, hoy vey. Oh. Hey, Who's Books, how you been? But the thing is, there are people I work with that literally, all day long, they've got this thing mounted somewhere on their work. They're literally like zombies. It's like right out of 1984, it's like, the zombie apocalypse could be going on. And they'll be too busy staring into that phone. But, okay, and they wouldn't even know it. Because chances are they're watching, videos of, like, little cats wearing boots, running across. Who knows? But, wow, nobody here at all today? I'm shocked. And I know it is a Saturday morning and we're all a bit depressed. I would be even more depressed if I was out in the parking lot right now having to go to work. But as I said, I got a phone call saying, you don't have to come in today. I'm like, bonus, I'm like, okay. Oh, cool. That's good to hear that you've been doing okay. Yeah, Who's Books? Yeah, it has been a while since we heard from you, haven't it? But here's the big news. Here's the big shocker. And yes, the morons of the internet's heads are going to implode. I can see this now. You're going to see headlines everywhere. Diversity casting had to fire the blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. That's what they're going to be shouting to the rooftops. I can see it now. Because this is what's going on. Okay, let's go to the article. Dummy me, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, Doctor Who companion Millie Gibson dropped from the new series. She will dropped. They're right here. They're kind of trying to make it sound like they were fired. So that, like, no, you don't have to be a companion for like 10 seasons. Look at Freema Agyeman as Martha Jones. We only had her around for one series, but she was a damn good companion. Okay. All right. Doctor Companion Millie Gibson dropped from new series of the BBC show as replacement has been revealed. Now, there was filming in Penarth. It was either yesterday or day before, something like that. I'll have to go double check. And an actress was spotted on set, but it was not Millie Gibson. Now, we all know Millie, when she was talking about the new year, said something about she was going to be, looking, putting out, feelers for work and all that. And, of course, the other channels jumped on it as, the show has been canceled because of its poor ratings that are actually the highest that it's had in a while. And its utter failure, even though it's, way up on the charts. Ugh. But okay, it says here Millie Gibson's being dropped from the show and will be replaced in Shooty's second series by actress Varada Sethu. Now, as you all know, I heard Varada and I thought, oh God. Vashta Narada? Dun dun dun. No. Now, Varada Sethu, 32 years old, if I remember right. I've been doing a little look up and research on this. Okay, the decision by Russell T Davies to write out the former Coronation Street star who plays Orphan Ruby Sunday, was made last year after filming on her first run ended. The shocking twist will come as a surprise to fans who only watched her on-screen debut in the festive episode this last month. Word is she's in this season, but she will not be, it says right here, not be in the Christmas special for 2024. And if we scroll down a wee bit here, okay, no, they don't have here. Sorry, I'm on the wrong article. But this is the article that started it, and of course the only reason I'm giving it any credence is right here. By Nicola Methven. Keep your eye on that name. That is the only name regarding Doctor Who news that I actually, trust might happen. This is the person, other than that, if it's Doctor Who and it's written by someone who doesn't have this name, don't trust it. All right. But here it is. If this is Cult Box's article, don't worry. I'll put links to these later. I forgot to do it for the video. Very sorry. But if you run over to Cult Box, Doctor Who has a new companion in it. Lord have mercy on my souls. Oh, gosh. But, of course, this is actress Verada Sethu. Now, 32 years old. So a bit older, a bit wiser. And it says right here, a young South Asian actress was spotted filming at Doctor Who in Penarth, Wales today. She was not identified. And this article went up yesterday, so this must be the filming yesterday. So, why'd they must have updated it because, or they posted this wee late. I don't know, because I could have sworn this was up yesterday. So that's Verada Sethu, which some people say they've spotted her in other things, and she's a very good actress. I have not looked up her resume or anything like that as of yet. So, okay, let me get back to the comment box here. Okay, I didn't watch Andor. So I'm very sorry, but I'm getting tired of prequel series. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. I couldn't get into Andor. Why should I get invested in a character who's going to buy the farm? All right. Was Millie in some sort of... No, all right. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name right. I'll call you... Is it okay if I call you Zoewiller? Is it Zoewiller? Always scared because I don't pronounce names right. I always screw them up. But it's not uncommon for companions to leave after one series. Okay? So it didn't have to be an argument. It didn't have to be a conflict. Or maybe even RTD and her sat down and said, look, I need you for one season. Hang on, I'm going to... So, the fact that a companion's leaving after one series, it's not all that controversial. It's not a big deal. But, of course, like I said, take one look at this picture, and I already know. Like I said, this hasn't been confirmed by an announcement from the BBC yet. No, this isn't Chaos in Cardiff where everybody walked off the set. Chris Chibnall's grandmother threw her false teeth at somebody and stuff like that. No, again, but all right, Zoe. Okay, I like that, Zoe. I'll stick with Zoe. Okay. It's just I have a habit of butchering names, and I don't like doing that. Okay, Zoe. I'll keep that in mind. I'll lock it into the brain box. But of course, as Lady Gallifrey knows, that will be all of maybe a couple hours, maybe till lunch. Because my old brain has gone to Swiss cheese. The thing is, like I said, we haven't seen Ruby's series, a whole series yet. Okay? So maybe that story arc, will be, talked about. I'm willing to buy a what? I'm still waiting to buy the female Dalek toy. I believe she's one of the ones who covered that. Yeah, Fezman, like I said, I wouldn't worry about that. We haven't seen the story arc yet. Oh, great, I'm whistling again. I got to get one of these days I'm just going to hammer out my front teeth, but then that'll make it worse. I'll be sounding like a train whistle next. But okay, so they'll probably, go over that whole nonsense in her story arc because we don't know it yet. Oh, Pink Dalek. Well, they got rid of the colored Daleks. You notice how fast they disappeared, the new paradigm? I was just reading an article not that long ago. Just about all those props for the new paradigm are gone. They've either been blown up, stone painted for the one series, what do you call it? Smashed. Well, the TARDIS has been pink before. Look it up. Google it. I believe that was in, Paradise Towers. The TARDIS got painted. The timeless children have destroyed Doctor Who. Chris Chibnall has teabagged the remnants of my youth. Oh, I am so woed. I'm not. I just go, well, I'm trying to move on from that nonsense anyway because it's old news. We're moving forward. People are somewhat happy again. And of course, I'm just enjoying watching all the guys who are jumping up and down, all the guys, gals, whatever, or whatever affiliation you are this week, dying laughing, watching them freak out and explode because RTD, like that, they were saying Chibnall was woke, and as my one graphic said, hold my beer, because let's see if I can find the picture because I know it's up here on the Dr. Freedom page somewhere. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, look at this complicated shit going on here. All right. And 5 years later, I always have this trouble. There it is. Yeah, that's the one I created. And I've been having a ball with that ever since. Okay, so they painted it pink again. Yeah, that was 7th Doctor era Paradise Towers. I know, it's like I said, there's a lot of people who are, but the thing is, Doctor Who's continuity and storyline is always changing. So it's like the weather here in Ohio. Just wait a few minutes and something new will be coming up. Okay, it's it'll change all over again because I remember I'm having flashbacks to the time when the 3rd Doctor era Omega was the stellar engineer who jump-started the supernova that became the basis that's jump-started the time travel facility, and then next thing you know, it was some jackass named Rassilon who captured a black hole, and what happened to Omega? Who? Well, but you see, the show's always doing that. Well, they can watch Colin Baker all they want, man. Simply hating Doctor Who is good for algorithm. Yeah, hating Doctor Who is good for the algorithm. Okay, sorry, it just took me a minute there. You have to remember, it's morning. Of course, yeah, Chibnall's master, Sacha Dhawan. Awesome as hell. I put him right up there with Missy and all the rest. I really do. Plus the fact that, oh yeah, people love the Fugitive Doctor. Yeah, or jokingly we call her Dr. Ruth. Look up Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Google it. Even Ian Levine loved Fugitive of the Jadoon. Exactly. Like I said, Doctor Who, When people look at me and go, Doctor Who's continuity's in jeopardy, I'm like, Doctor Who's never had a stable continuity going all the way back to the beginning. You know, I love the looks on their faces when I go, guys, what? The Time Lords didn't really exist until the War Games. The Doctor was not a Time Lord. He was not any of that, blah, blah, blah. Gallifrey, his home world, was not named until Time Warrior, which was also the first appearance of the Sontarans and Liz Sladen. Regeneration didn't become a process established with a name until Planet of the Spiders. So it's like, and of course, Omega was the guy who jump-started the time travel facility and did all that and blah, 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 until the Deadly Assassin came along. And that's also the Deadly Assassin when you got the 12 regeneration limit, because there wasn't one. That's why in the Brain of Morbius, when Morbius is mind bending or doing whatever, the Doctor, he goes, how long have you lived? Plus you had a point where Pertwee was in a rage with somebody and started to say, I've been a scientist for thousands, and stops himself. So even the Doctor's age wasn't established up till the Fourth Doctor era. So, like I said, it's everybody has a different era they love. Everyone has a different Doctor they love. I love all of them. Everyone asks me, what's your favorite Doctor? What's your favorite producer? I'm like, why don't you just ask me what my favorite album is of all time, or my favorite record, or my favorite song? Or, yeah, like I said, I got so many of them I could put in that category. I want to hunt down the guy who came up with the Pina Colada song, though. That was a deliberate attempt at mind control, I think. If you like Pina Coladas, or getting caught in the rain. You see how that sticks in your head? I'm going to be listening to that in my brain all day now. Oh, great, I did it. And I hope I've inflicted you with it, too. I can't remember the actual name of the song, but like I said, we'll find out. Yeah, don't go crazy yet. Yeah, good job, Hexedron. This has not been announced by the BBC. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay. So any of this is not formal yet. But like I said, even if it is, it's not a big deal. It's not earth-shattering. Companions come and companions go. Some last only one season, some last multiple seasons. There's that, of course, and of course you got companions, like Tegan. You finally get her ass kicked out of the TARDIS because you can't stand her anymore. And then she sneaks back in because actually you kind of like her. But like I said, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, all we have is this, but like I said, it's not beyond belief. Fact or fiction. TV show, look it up, Google it. So, yep, I am not at work today because I got a phone call saying, we're honoring, you don't have to come into work today. Okay. I can do that. I'm on board for that plan. So. Well, that was a long time ago, about 5 or 6 billion years ago. I put in a card at work saying, look, I really prefer not to work weekends. And they've honored it a few times over the last, decade. And today was one of those days, so. Okay, yeah, I have read an article about that, Hexedron. Matter of fact, it's right here. Disney producer says not to worry about Disneyization. Well, there's a new word I'm looking for in the dictionary. Because of Russell T. Davies. Okay, Doctor Who's returning to our screen soon, and Joel Collins has talked about Disney's involvement in the new era. From the Disney's perspective, it's just a bigger audience, Collins told SFX magazine. The yada 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 bang bang get it. So the show is bigger, but it's the same. It's hard to explain. So all the fear that everyone had, the Disneyization, could you come up with a better, or whatever you call it, that would only happen if it wasn't being made by Russell or by somebody who isn't as big a fan as Russell. Hey, Russell, what? You want a new wing on that mansion? Well, Mr. Mouse says, no, I don't. Like I said, I don't think there was going to be any Disneyization or whatever they're calling it. Yeah, I was reading that article last night, and I was going to talk about it a little bit, but like I said, yeah, Disneyization, the mouseification, the mousequisition. Let's begin the Disney. Hang on. The Disney Inquisition. Let's begin the Disney Inquisition. Come on in. Okay. The Disney Inquisition's here to stay. Okay. But like I said, we don't know for sure she's leaving yet. Okay. Yeah, Disney does have advisors, and please look at the finger quotes. And of course, you can tell the difference today because, of course, I used Streamlabs, and no, I'm not getting paid by them. But I can actually see right here which microphone I'm using. Yeah, that's, and yeah, even, good job. Yeah, I mentioned that hexadron. I think it's hexadron. I'll get it right someday. Don't worry about it. But, yeah, nobody wants to touch the show with a 50-foot pole. Even as Moffat said, it's a poison chalice. Oh, and if he hadn't talked Chibnall into taking it over, RTD pretty much confirmed the show was going to be backbenched until they could find someone. Which means you could have been without Doctor Who for a few years if it hadn't been for Chibnall and Whittaker. Thank them now. Yeah, Steamboat Willie, if you want to laugh, is now. Well, don't let it go to my head, Hexedron, okay? I probably won't remember it tomorrow. I'm not kidding. I'm 50-something years old now. My brain's turning into Swiss cheese. Last week I struggled to like every now and then I'll just think of something. I'll think of an actor, and then I'll try to remember that actor's name. And I'm not kidding. I tripped myself on Mandy Patinkin the other day. It took me 30 minutes. Wow, the hard drive was really running slow. But yeah, Steamboat Willie is now in public domain. But get ready for this. If you look around, Disney was still trying to copyright strike people for using Steamboat Willie. But of course, I have many things on my mind between minding the manor, establishing a foothold in the workspace, and supervising the domestical duties of the house. And also because I have to keep looking because I think her and the cat are plotting to kill me. They've been looking at me funny. Not for you know. Yeah, I turned 53 this year. Oh, goodness gracious. Where does the time go? I used to think that was such corny nonsense until one day I looked up and I go, shit, didn't I just learn how to ride a bike the other day? Didn't I just learn to tie my shoes a couple days for that? Ugh. Yeah, pretty soon Disney will own everything, right down to your underwear. Disney will own the space program. We'll have the Death Star in orbit with mouse ears. Ugh. No, they'll put mouse ears on the moon and turn it into one big Disney logo. That's what'll happen. Oh, well. Ugh. I know. I try not to act my age because being 53 is boring. I'm not kidding. It really is. It's like when the doctor said, Wake, I grew up. He goes, don't worry, I'll do something about that. I'll have to do something about that. Oh, well. So I just want to let y'all know this is going on. I've been on here a lot longer than I intended. But, like I said, don't go crazy. Don't go jumping off buildings. Let's sit back and wait for a formal enough. Let's watch the season first, okay? No, Elon Musk has lost too much money buying social media platforms to get all his buddies, Twitter accounts unbanned. So I don't know. But then again, the guy farts millions of dollars. I think he wipes his ass with $100 bills. So we never know. I kind of worry about Elon. I really do. I think that guy's head's just going to explode one day. Thank you very much, David. Exactly. I've had fourth Doctor bit there, yeah. I love that particular line. So take care, everyone. Please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your day. I know I will be, because I'm going to go make me some breakfast. And sit down and eat it. So, ta-ta for now, everyone. We'll see y'all Monday morning, unless we see you a little bit sooner. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.